Hey folks, this is Jake Davis bringing you a top 5 video today. This is my 6th and final video, cataloging my favorite films of 2019. I saw 102 films from 2019. Wow. 6 videos over 5 days. Quick recap to what's won so far. I gave Best Director and Best Supporting Actor to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I gave Park So-dam Best Supporting Actress for Parasite. Samara Weaving Best Actress for Ready or Not. And Joaquin Phoenix Best Actor for Joker. So let's get right into it. These are my picks for the Best Picture of the year. Okay, number 5. 1917. Now, I stand by my opinion that I felt that the illusion of the one shot was ultimately unnecessary for the film. It doesn't take away from the film's overall greatness. In fact, it may even slightly prohibit it from being greater. It could have been better, I guess, even without that distraction, I guess. But I still loved it. I absolutely loved the movie. I thought it was great. I thought it was beautifully photographed, terrific performances, amazing sound design, a great score, terrific costumes, thrilling action, intense set pieces, and genuinely shocking filmmaking all around. It's an excellent movie. Great movie. It's a great movie. And between this and Dunkirk, I would like to... It seems like the battle film, the combat film might be coming back into popularity. I never got around to seeing Hacksaw Ridge, mainly because I love Mel Gibson, I think he's a great director, but I wasn't too excited to see Andrew Garfield do his fucking Gomer Pyle impression. The Midway was a good movie from this year too, but you think there's movies like Midway and Pearl Harbor, they just kind of feel like using the war, the setting, as just a generic action movie. You lose a lot of the heart and the character and the stakes and the scope. But 1914, I keep 1917. 1917 was great. It was a really great movie. Number 4, Avengers In Game. You know, every single year I tell myself I'm not going to harp on the superhero movies. I'm absolutely biased towards them. And then I end up nominating them for shit anyways. But look, man, Avengers In Game. It's the #1 movie of all time. All fucking time. It fucking dethroned the almighty Avatar. God, I wish it... it was on top too long anyway. But... Avengers In Game is, I still say it does feel a little long, but what makes it work so well is not only the great set pieces, the balancing of character, and even though I don't completely like where all the characters go and what happened to them, like, you can't have everything in life. The visual effects are just stunning, and the character arcs are really great, particularly for Captain America and Iron Man and Black Widow. The film overall is just goddamn great and terrific. And even though, yes, the Marvel Cinematic Universe will go on, this was kind of this is Marvel and Disney kind of giving the fans an out. You know, thank you so much for spending 10 years with us, coming to see all these films. We love you so much. We're gonna keep trucking on until the fucking music stops. But, you know, if y'all want to cash your chips and call it a night here, this is your opportunity. And it was great. I loved I love Avengers In Game. It's a real cinematic experience, man. And yeah, it's just that third act is beyond awesome. It's just not even, you can't even really explain it. I mean, that was the best display. Just everything and everyone fight at the same time. It's awesome. Number 3, I'm gonna say Joker. Joker was really a brilliant film. Like with Avengers, I didn't want to nominate just because it's another superhero movie, another comic book film. But goddamn, look what they did. It's the other side of the coin, where Avengers showed you just how big, how epic a superhero movie could be. Joker, on the other hand, showed you how ominous, dark, and intimate comic books can also be as well. And even though it feels somewhat to me, it's based on a comic book character who's appeared on the big screen several times before, it's takes big influence and inspiration from crime films of the 1970s. This film feels very original and very unique, despite all those things. There's, of course, Joaquin Phoenix's amazing performance, a great script from Todd Phillips and company, beautiful photography and costumes, and it's just... Joker is an enigmatic film, despite being so dark and so unsettling. It's hypnotic. And it's the only R-rated movie, the first R-rated movie to make $1 billion. And I'm going to put it out there on the table right here that Suicide Squad, Batman, The Dark Knight, all won Oscars. So Joker movies are on a streak. We'll see what happens next month. Number 2 is Parasite. Parasite was masterful, and being honest, been really good to me. As I said before in another video, got a shitload of views. Over 350. I haven't checked it since before that, so I don't know what's at now. It's probably still somewhere around 350. But over 350 views for my review for that. You're like, Mike, I got 14 subscribers. I don't get a shitload of views. I appreciate what I get, though. Thank you. But Parasite was an insanely original film. I've never seen anything like Parasite ever in my life. And despite it being very minimalistic in both its location and its characters, it feels so epic. You know what I mean? It's a brilliantly constructed and brilliantly executed film. It is just this little thing. It's just every now and then these little great movies can just sneak up on you and just amaze you, elevate you, it just make you feel, better your day. The fucking film is so good. And Parasite's one of those. Please see Parasite as soon as you get a chance. Number 1, my favorite film of 2019 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is Quentin Tarantino's comedy. Finally doing a straightforward comedy, and even though it's very, very, meandering, very, very, I guess meandering is what I'm looking for, but it's very, deliberate in its execution, and like I said, it's just mostly people talking about, it's like this, it's almost like a character study of America itself, or at least Hollywood itself, almost as a character in the 1960s. It's a unique and fascinating film, and it's looking at an industry and a nation right before a dark turn in our history, which, spoiler, never happens in this film. There's amazing performances, unending quotability, one of Tarantino's best soundtracks you'll ever hear. This film is a drug. Way back when I did my review for it in July, I said, I would fuck this movie if there was a way to do that. But when I finally, or if I finally say fuck it, and just say fuck it, this is the film I'm going to put on a continuous loop while I just sit back and drift into madness and enjoy me some Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Easily my favorite film of the year, and my favorite film of Tarantino's, quite frankly. Here's some honorable mentions for you. I thought The Lighthouse was a stark, haunting, character-based, expressionistic horror film. Toy Story 4 was absolutely terrific. I mean, it's the third Toy Story sequel that probably didn't really even need to be made, but you're so happy they did because it's so fucking good. I still think Toy Story 3 is the best of the sequels, maybe even the best of the series. Shazam was a terrific film. It was just, could not have done Billy Batson better. They did the character better justice than I thought Hollywood was capable of doing. I like how they kept the villains dark and serious and the kids hopeful and wondrous. And my only real criticism of the film isn't even a real thing, but I personally would have, if I would have been a producer involved, a director, I would have fought for a PG rating for that film. Just cause. Spider-Man Far From Home was absolutely terrific. The epilogue of the Infinity Saga, which shows, yes, the Avengers are gone for now. Captain America is moved on. So many heroes have died, especially, you know, the big ones like Black Widow and Iron Man. You know, this is devastating to the MCU, but the way Far From Home kind of works for me was like, you know, yes, all this has happened, but unbeknownst to everyone in the Marvel Universe, their greatest hero has only just begun. And, oh yeah, I love Far From Home. Ready Player... it's not Ready Player... It's Ready or Not. Ready or Not was great. It's probably my favorite horror film of the year. I praise it. Just the photography, the art direction, the costumes, the fucking cast, the script, the humor. There is not a misstep in this movie, in my opinion. And It Chapter 2, which was just, you know what, not only was it great, not only is it my favorite Stephen King story, and not only did I feel it did justice by the novel, by King, by the books, by the characters, by the 2017 film that was preceding. But, you know, the night I saw it was one of the best nights of the year for me. Me and my wife just had a real nice night. We got something to eat. We didn't have the kids. We caught this movie. It was just kind of a romantic... It was just a nice evening, okay? Yeah, so that gets a little bonus points for that for me, too. And if you'll indulge my madness for just a few more minutes longer, I'd like to run down my miscellaneous picks. Other categories. In addition to picture, director, and a supporting actor, I'm giving Once Upon a Time in Hollywood Best Original Screenplay and Best Costume Design. Tarantino's eye for costumes has always been so good, and I don't think any of his films have ever been nominated for costume design, which is damn criminal when you look at the costumes in Django Unchained. And as, you know, as far as screenplay goes, Tarantino's reputation as a writer speaks for itself. In addition to Best Actor, I'm giving Joker Best Adapted Screenplay. I thought that was a monumentous thing, and, you know, to once again use something I said in my review, just like in Infinity War, like the line in Infinity War, there's 40 billion ways they could make a Joker solo movie, and there's only one way they're not going to fuck it up, and they did it that way. Parasite, I want to give Best Film Editing to. It was brilliantly crafted, and, you know, I've already pointed out that the beautiful look of the film, also picking up supporting actress, and it's just Parasite is a really one-of-a-kind, unique movie. I'm repeating myself, but see Parasite. That one already. No, where's my notes? Right, got them right here. The Lighthouse, Best Cinematography, a beautiful looking movie. I'm always a sucker for black and white. This might be the best black and white photography since Ed Wood. Aladdin's for art direction. I love the art direction on Aladdin. Guy Ritchie, just, the movie looks like, it looks like a big Hollywood set, but you see all the depth of the city. Of course, it's all CGI, but you got this feeling of the best of both worlds in it, and I really, really liked that. Best visual effects, definitely giving to Avengers In Game. There was just all four of the Avengers movies probably should have won that Oscar. Ford versus Ferrari, Best Sound. I understand most of the sound design is just cars running fast, but hey, what do you need other than that? Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, I want to give Best Makeup to. Almost gave this to It Chapter 2, but I loved all the different creatures in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, especially considering certain ones like the Jenga Man and the Fat Lady I thought were CGI, and then when I see the making of the breakdown and see all the makeup effects and, you know, contortionists they hired to play the roles, that just, you know, elevated it all for me, and just, couldn't do a better job. Best original score I'm giving to Us. I love the score in Us. I'm usually, you know, I the same thing with, like, you know, with best makeup. Original score is a category I favor to lean towards horror films and adventure films for something like that. You know, like, the score for Her is good, but, you know, I can't fucking sit here and hum it for you. And for best original song, I'm gonna give it to Child's Play. the Buddy song. I don't give a shit about Beyonce's Lion King shit, the song they did for Aladdin. I don't care about all this Disney dreck. I don't like it when they add new songs to pre-established musicals, because it's clearly nothing more than campaigning for an Oscar. That's why I prefer the Buddy song. It was something that kind of felt needed. You know, the jingle is something we didn't get in the old Child's Play films, and it's, in my opinion, the best contribution to the film. You are my body. That's fucking creepy. That song is so goddamn creepy. Anyhow, I got through this. I hope y'all liked this video. I hope you watched all my videos. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought. I'll be getting to that best of the decade soon. I'm gonna rest a few days, okay? Okay, I think that's all I got to say. Y'all let me know what y'all thought. I'm Jake Davis, and I will catch you on the fly.